Welcome back. We are here with part 13 and the final part of our third reign of our royal family series. So let's do this. Right now, Lorena is very sad, probably because someone died. I'm not sure. Everybody is dying of old age right now, so I'm sure it was someone she knew. And she's also kind of mad at Leto. I mean, she, expected that she would marry him, become queen, everything would be hunky dory, and they would be all set. And instead, there's all this conflict, all this tension. People are starting to, choose Gohan's side over Leto's side. And so she's really worried about losing her position. And she's like, when she gets mad at him, she's like, I could have married Gohan and I married you instead. And now, like, my life is ruined, that kind of stuff. So, anyway, they are going to host an event. And just to kind of show everybody that they are doing well and that there's no problems and all that kind of stuff. So, they really, Lorena and Leto want to show off that they are not worried about this problem. So, that's what's going on there. I forgot to move the wedding arch. Let's put that in our inventory and then have everything be regular again. And everyone is going to take the day off of work and we're going to invite over the club as this whole thing. I do not know why Leto chose this moment to promote his cause, but okay. Anyway, so we are going to have everyone come dance, enjoy the party. A lot of Sims are pregnant currently. That's something that's happening to us because the next generation is currently, in process of being born. So Lorena is going to talk to Chelsea, who is, gosh, I don't even remember what family she married into, but Chelsea does have purple eyes. So she is kind of, potentially in the line of succession somewhere way down the line. And so we are just going to do this whole host socialize with guests thing with her. Lorena wanted to feel her tummy. Hey, there's a baby. And everyone is just enjoying themselves. And actually, I did decide on succession. Like, we have our main succession, which is purple eyed people who are children of Xander and Cordelia. But if we run out, because right now we've got two that are currently alive that meet these requirements, and that is Gohan and Simone's child, Mikhail Griffin the third. So if that happens, we can go over to the New Crest branch where Seth, had his family, if there are any purple-eyed people, and then after that, we will consider people from Mikhail the first's line, which are purple-eyed children who were not Xander's child. So that is what I have decided. And we are also, I think Gohan invited Octavia over, though the game will not let me have her, which is really annoying. So I'm just going to teleport her here. But yeah, Octavia has definitely attended this party. She's here. She's, you know, come to hang out with Gohan while he is trying to schmooze. You can see he's wearing his crown. He is very much trying to show everybody that he is doing well and wants to, take some of the attention away from Leto. And this makes Leto really mad. So he's going to come and argue with Gohan. Now, their relationship improved a little bit after um, the death of someone. No, it was Remembrance Day, I think. After Remembrance Day, they kind of called it, a truce. But I think Leto is really worried about losing his power, and he's really, mad that Gohan wore a crown today and all that. So only the monarch or the crown prince or princess, crown royal, can wear a crown. So Leto doesn't even get to wear one, even though he's acting king. And they get in this big argument, and they're so angry at each other and they are going to fight each other. So in front of everybody, how embarrassing, they're going to get in a fist fight. Like, and have you seen Gohan? He's in the military. He's buff. Like, you can't. Leto's an old man. He's not gonna win. So anyway, they are fighting with each other, and so Octavia, who is here and has totally disappeared, I don't know where she went, but anyway, she, if you remember in the last part, had told Luna what was going on. So Luna shows up here because she knows that there's drama going on, and she comes here and she's like, you know what? I am sick and tired of this. I gave you one job. You can't even do it. Like, I'm not playing this game. So she comes up here and she's just like, goodbye, and kills Leto. So she is not messing around. She's like, I told you that the heir had to have purple eyes. You didn't listen. You're done. I mean, Luna has killed for less. Like, she killed Terry and Morgan just for showing up at her house. So, um, she is just like, fine, you can't handle your ish, like, I'll handle it. So she comes here and she kills Leto, and then she goes over and she kills Lorena too, because she is not playing games here. She doesn't want Lorena to have a stake in the throne after all this either. So she gets rid of them both. And I mean, Gohan's like, I could have handled it. Like, I had the support. And she's like, kind of scolds him. So she's like, Gohan, you should have handled it sooner. It shouldn't have gotten to this point. And next time you don't handle your stuff, I am going to take back this kingdom. Like, she's not messing around. So she's just kind of like, okay, I handled that. Goodbye. And then she also says to him that because she doesn't want anyone who supported Leto and Lorena to try and like put Nikki on the throne. Nikki also doesn't have purple eyes. So she says, okay, Nikki is going to come live with me. She's one of my children now. Because if you'll remember, Luna did have a habit of killing Sims and taking their children once upon a time. So she is going to take Nikki with her, and and actually I think the Royal Summit is tomorrow, so she's going to say, and that's my present too for the Royal Summit. You give me Nikki, and she can never inherit anything. So that's what's going on there. We are going to engrave these urns, and then when he gets home, we'll put it in his inventory. We will head over to the cemetery. So we're going to go there and take Gohan and Nikki. And then we're going to put down those two urns. So I was thinking about where to put them, and I decided that we're going to put Lorena's urn in the Griffin family mausoleum because she doesn't get to keep, like, she ended up being a phoenix by marrying Leto, who had to default back to his maiden name, but um, she she doesn't get to keep that status. So Layla agreed to allow Simone, I mean, not Simone. Layla was fighting with Simone, that's why I said that. Layla agreed to allow Lorena, her sister, to be buried in their mausoleum. And then, since Aubrey is already deceased, the current Duchess, Grand Duchess of the Kitsune family, Rachel, said that it was okay if her father was buried in their family mausoleum because, that's her father. Even though she didn't like him and he left their family, like, she's still going to allow him to be buried here instead of just kind of having his urn thrown out because there's no way that after all that he would be allowed in the royal family area in the middle here. So I did somehow forget a little piece of wallpaper. So that's where we're at. And then since Nikki is going with um, Luna, I am just going to put a little picture of Nikki with Lorena here just because we're never going to have Nikki in this graveyard. And I think she's super cute. And honestly, I was thinking about ways to keep her, but I just don't feel like it fits the story because I don't want like there to be a future uprising or anything. So we just put a little picture of her with her mom's urn. That's what we did there. And now we are going to move everyone around. So let's take Nikki and we're going to move her to Forgotten Hollow with Luna. So goodbye, Nikki. She is going to go live with a new family. She's been adopted by Luna and will probably be killed by Luna. So there's that. Luna's got so much money, I can't even give her any. So anyway, then we are going to have Octavia move in with Gohan. So that is what's going to happen next. What is that dinging? I think my mom left her tablet with the volume on somewhere in this house. Anyway, um, we are moving Octavia into our household. They're engaged right now, so it's okay. And they are, Gohan doesn't want to live alone, even though he's a loner. He wants Octavia to be with him. That's his future wife. So we're moving her in, and actually, it's really sad. So Seth is Leto's brother, also was Reliana's brother, because that's Gohan's mother. And his uncle actually did just pass away. So that's Octavia's Octavia's father passed away, who was the founder of the New Crest Kingdom. She's a princess of the New Crest Kingdom, in case you forgot. So she's kind of sad about that. And now we are going to invite everyone over for a coronation. So we are going to try this. Honestly, I have not um, used this part of the mod yet, the Kiera Sims mod. So I am figuring this out as I go along. I did not read the documentation all the way through, which, is probably a mistake, but I don't know. I have no excuses. So I'm just winging it. So we are here. Everyone is going to be called over for the coronation, and this is kind of our finale, for the third reign. It was supposed to be Reliana's reign, but she died very young, which was unfortunate. And everyone is, rallying around Gohan now. We had our interim king Leto, so that's what happened there. And now Gohan is here and is going to make a speech as soon as I get a podium out of the catalog. So there we go. And he is going to make a speech, and we're going to have Octavia sit in the throne behind him as soon as I can find her. She was in the restroom, I think. So we are going to have her sit up there, and he's going to make his speech, and everyone is kind of watching as our new king makes his speech and, kind of brings it all together here. We're at the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. So it's all very exciting. There is everyone. Looks like only Aki is watching. Everyone else is dancing. But yeah, so I just thought that this was really nice, and he's kind of giving his first speech as king, and there's that. So we are here. I'm just going to put that in his inventory real quick. And yeah, look at these two sitting on their thrones together. So this is their happy ending. So that is really good, and they have no idea what awaits them in Dramaland for the next for the next reign. But he has, said in front of everyone that Octavia is going to be his queen, and he, has given her that title per the mod, and everyone is feeling good. Everyone, drinks are flowing, everyone's dancing. It's just great. It's a very nice way to end everything. Even Luna came and was like, "Okay, don't mess it up." So, um, yeah, so that's where we're at, and that's where we're almost wrapping up. We still have to do a few things, but this is the end of Reign 3, and we are going to have Octavia join the royal family career, and we're going to give her a patronage of charity. So we're going to try and work through this aspiration with her. It'll be good. And yeah, so this is these two looking forward to their future together. And they are going to, get married, probably have children, and have lots of drama with whatever the next phase of life is going to be. So that'll be that. And yeah, I think that everything is finally going well for them. And I do have to change up their castle a little bit. Now they can move into the master suite because they are the king and queen. Of course, she's not quite the queen yet. In the next part, for which will be the first part of Reign 4, we'll have their wedding and all of that. So that's good. And so we're just moving Gohan's stuff from his room over to the master suite over here. And he is definitely a collector. He's got so much stuff. I'm going to move over some of his things and all of that. And that was a cross stitch from his mom that we're just hanging up there. Very sweet. And his army thing, whatever it is. So yeah, we are just, and then I'm going to put up a couple of the pictures we took with some of his friends as well. Like we'll just decorate the room a little bit here and there. So that'll be good. And since we are starting a new reign, you know what that means? Gen 4 is about to begin, which means we are getting our Gen 4 money tree as well. Not that we don't have plenty of money that we'll never be able to use. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to plant that money tree and then we're going to wrap up because everybody is feeling good, having a good life. Love that for them. There's Octavia in her pajamas. So that is where we're going to wrap up in this part. We had Leto and Lorena throw this really extravagant party in which Leto and Gohan got into a fight. And then they, Octavia told Luna that there was drama. So Luna came and put a stop to it by killing Leto and Lorena and then taking Nikki with her. And then we had Gohan's coronation ceremony, and he named Octavia his queen, and everybody's looking forward to the future. So that is what it has happened. And in the next part, we will start with Gohan's reign and what is going to happen while he's king and what sort of drama will unfold. So I hope that you guys are excited about that. I hope you enjoyed this reign, and I'll catch you in the next one.